members of the victorious team solo mid.
Thanks, Riv. We want to welcome Wild Turtle and Bjergsen to the analyst desk just to talk to you guys a little bit. Now, you're continuing a great streak that you have against the lower-ranked teams, but this game seemed to stall out for a little bit. So, Wild Turtle, I just want to ask you, why is it that this game over the other ones kind of seem to last longer?
I think it's because we're trying to practice new comps, I guess, and then we're not really adjusted to it yet. So we're trying it out, and it's been working out pretty well. But this game, we were kind of shaky, and we didn't know what we needed to do, kind of.
So why was it this game that you decided to practice new things, I guess, in preparation for playoffs, maybe, to say, okay, well, it's compLexity, we'll just try something new?
It wasn't exactly just against compLexity. We ran a very similar comp in the game against LMQ. But it's just Xerath being a really strong pick right now. He's just really good at sieging and constantly poking out. And we felt like we could make something happen with that. Also has really good stall, like Ziggs, wave click constantly. So we felt like it was a comp we could pull off. And it's a lot more coordinated. And we have, I don't know, the flow is a lot better in scrims. And we haven't really been able to translate it into the LCS, I feel. And that's why the game stalled so long.
So if you're willing to share, how much practice does go into you saying, guys, I want to try Xerath next week? How many games is that? How, was that 2 weeks in advance? When was that sort of decided?
It's just, I try out champions in solo queue, and then when I reach a certain comfort level, or that's what everyone does, then we decide we try it out in scrims. And then we try it out in scrims, everyone gives their opinion on whether they feel like it's a good pick, and if we feel like it's a good pick, we build a comp around it, or we fit it into a comp that we already have.
Cool. All right, now Bjergsen, as the shot caller of the team, I want to talk about the middle of the game where you guys were having some of those stall-out issues. As the shot caller, what are the specific things you're looking for that will allow you guys to kind of open up the map and open up the game and move forward?
You just need to make sure that everyone's on the same page. That's what's really hard, to make sure that Turtle doesn't want to get his red buff, I don't want to get my blue buff, someone doesn't want to get some farm in a side lane, or we're tunneling too hard on either getting a pick or getting the vision. It's just having the perfect balance and everyone on the same page and not tunneling on different things. So that's really hard, and that's what a shot caller's main job is, in my opinion.
And you guys did finally get yourselves in on the fight, actually. We can pull up our first and only replay here. It's the mid lane pick that Amazing gets for you guys. So tell me sort of what the communication is like. Is he saying, I can go for this, and you're saying follow up? What are you doing here, Bjergsen?
It's mainly just when Amazing sees this opportunity, he just calls, I'm a god, I'm going to go in. And he just goes in. He probably does a good flash, but when we have the Kate Xerath comp that just has massive range on the ultimates, you can just keep getting those, even when it's far out of range, you can still get it. Randomly, I see Darius being at 1 HP, and he's like, oh, help me, guys. And we're like, oh, well, we'll come help you. And we managed to pick up a kill there. Luckily, Robert did not manage to finish off Darius, so we're still all alive. And Amazing just showing really good mechanics on Lee Sin, as always. Yeah,
that went really well. Turtle, I actually have to ask you. So you're playing Caitlyn this game. You're an AD carry. Typically, AD carries don't get to make a lot of big plays. You're just kind of there with the team. So what do you do when you're like, well, I'm waiting for my team to do something, and at some point there's going to be a fight? What do you do with your time, basically?
So basically, right now, I don't have any time to go to side lane and just farm. So I have to group mid and be like, okay, if they go on us, I'm here to auto attack something. So that's how I am right now. I don't really go off and just get a lot of farm and then come back pretty big. I'm trying to play more with the team and get objectives.
Well, one thing that I saw that game though was your sort of counterpart, Robert X. Lee, was running around in Tristana. He had an 80 minion lead on you at this 30-minute mark or so, where he's the guy running to the side lanes, getting all this farm, getting giant and fed. Is it something you bring up to your team, saying, guys, Triss is going to outscale me?
I used to bring it up, but it's kind of pointless because it doesn't really help our team environment. If I say, yeah, Triss is a lot stronger than me right now, I can't really do anything. That's not something you want to say. Okay. So I'm trying to keep positive and be I'm still pretty strong. I'm not that weak yet, and then we just try to win from there.
Okay. I want to talk about the Kate pick a little bit. I do realize that it fits into the poke comp that you had created, but I want to ask, because of the way that we're seeing the mid lane champion pool develop, are we going to be seeing a lot more Kate across all the AD carries, or what's going on there?
No, I don't think so. It's just one of my kind of comfort picks. I wouldn't really pick it normally, but I was pretty comfortable with it, so I just picked it there. I don't know if you'll see more Caitlyn in the future.
Okay, well, maybe we will. I guess we'll see what happens. Of course, that was your first champion, the pentakill there, which actually brings me to an interesting point, because we had the video interview with you come out before this game, and you said you wanted to get a pentakill on Mars. Do you have hopes that the Season 5 World Championship will be held on another planet? I couldn't come up with the word. You hoping, Season 5 World Championship on Mars?
Yeah, for sure, man. I really want to get that pentakill on Mars.
That's where you go.
It's my dream. It's my goal.
It's my dream.
Which champion would you want to do it on?
I'd probably want to get it on Probably like
Astronaut Timo
maybe Quinn.
on Quinn.
Quinn.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
like little birdies.
We're gonna.
Respectable choice.
You can't do space flight, with them. You do have to still take a rocket ship.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. So actually, one extra question for you guys then, regarding the fact that we're talking about Worlds a little bit, maybe. You guys are kind of in one of the, I guess, lowest spots you've been heading into the playoffs, right? Like you've come in as top 3 seed for every end of the split. You guys gotten top 2 at the end of playoffs every single split. And to my knowledge, TSM is the only team to have gone to Worlds all 3 times, unless I'm forgetting one here. And this is the first time where North America seems so strong, you guys might miss that opportunity. Is that pressure kind of bearing down on you any?
For me, not really personally. There's still a month to playoffs, so we still feel like that if we just keep practicing and keep practicing hard, we'll keep improving. We have a really hard scrim set. We scrim 8 hours a day and have mandatory solo queue practice as well. So I think every one of us just feel confident enough that we just need to keep improving, and we just need to be able to translate our play from back home to here.
Okay.
All right. Well, best of luck in the rest of the games this season. Hopefully you go into the playoffs looking strong, making that push for Worlds. We've got to take a quick break, but keep tweeting those answers for our question of the day because we'll be reading our favorites when we come back. Then it's back into the action for our third bout, LMQ versus CLG. Stay tuned.